Hey, Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Coach here, excited to bring in your weekly collective reading for the week of Monday, October 6th through Sunday, October 12th. Let's open up your energy field and take a look at what's ahead for you this week. Bottom of the deck, we have conflict. Now, this is about conflict resolution. As you can see, it's overcoming obstacles. Chances are there is something going on in your life that you feel a bit conflicted over. Now, we are currently in Libra season. Now, Libran energy is all about justice, remembering what goes around comes around. So you are trying to act fairly. You're trying to create a balanced lifestyle that is good for your body, good for your mind, and good for your spirit, which means it is important to get honest with ourselves. It's important to take accountability and look at what's not working, because this is the week to release, because we have a powerful full harvest moon in the sign of Aries this week. So this actually plays right into that full moon energy, because there can be power struggles regarding independence. Aries is also a very courageous energy, and I feel like you are being guided to step into your own path with clarity, with truth. Now it's time to release. What are we releasing here? This could be hesitancy. It could be adversity, opposing views, competition. I feel like you are also being guided to embrace some big, bold choices this week and let passion lead the way, because Aries is also a very passionate energy. And we are starting the week off October 6th, this is the full moon energy, and you have the great outdoors. Now, I love to be out in nature, especially around the new moon and the full moon, because not only is it beautiful, I feel like we can really soak up the vibe. So you are being guided to ground your energies and get out in nature if you are able to do so. Get your bare feet in the grass or in the ground. Perhaps spend some time with the water element. Even though Aries is fiery, some of you may be called to spend time near water. Some of you may feel extra thirsty this Monday. Now, the same day, Mercury enters Scorpio. So that shift actually increases communication. It brings it into, well, deeper waters. There's that Scorpio vibe. Now, words carry a lot of weight this Monday, revealing hidden truths and bringing intensity to conversations. So this is an excellent period for journaling, for shadow work, or even honest exchanges. And some of these practices, some of these conversations or communications would best be done outside, is what I'm getting here for you. Now, that's not always possible, but if you are connecting with someone over Zoom, right, you could get outside and have this conversation, in your backyard or on your porch if you're able to. I also see that this Monday, even though Monday sets the tone for the entire week and we tend to have responsibilities on Monday, I feel like you are also allowing yourself to unplug. You're allowing yourself to take a break, take a step away, and check in with yourself. And you may even be traveling. Some of you could have travel plans around this full moon. You could even be doing some outside rituals. Maybe you're putting your crystals outside. You could be charging your water under the moon. I love to water my plants with the full moon energy. I will put some jars outside with water and just let the full moon charge that water and then pour it into my house plants. But you could be doing some rituals that get you outside or kind of recharge your energy. This is about grounding, camping, spending some time in solitude here. And some of you may even feel pulled to, I'm getting the mountains or the ocean, which we have a little of both in this card. You could even be traveling, or perhaps you live near the mountains or the ocean. I'm also getting kayaking, boating. Maybe you are spending time doing a lot of reflection here with that Scorpio energy. And I definitely see, for those of you that are writers, or for those of you that love to journal, this is going to be a very, very intense day. You could be doing some rituals such as writing down what it is that you want to release, and you could be burning, right? Burning it. I feel like you are engaging in physical rituals or activities that help you release. Now, this Tuesday, October 7th, we have Soul Tribe. This is your vibe. This is your people. This is your spiritual team, your ancestors, your family. For some of you, this is going to be blood-related individuals. For others of you, it's chosen family. And for all of you, this is your spiritual team. And I feel like you are wanting to collaborate. You want to work together here. This could be group efforts. It could be a team meeting this Tuesday, or there could be, a family meeting here, or a conversation that you have with a best friend or with an employee or even with a boss or a mentor that could bear fruit. This could be a really powerful or intense time to connect and to collaborate. I feel like you also are creating space for your tribe to enter into your world. Some of you may even be taking some classes, some courses, or some workshops that inspire you, but also connect you to other like-minded individuals. For those of you that are perhaps single, this could be a really great time to meet with new people. I am getting group events or group outings. You could meet a partner. This could be romantic, but it could also be a best friend. I feel like this is a powerful time for you to, spark up a conversation and to step outside of a comfort zone. Think outside the box. This could be a week of communicating in ways that you haven't found easy in the past, but it could also be a great week to speak up about things that you haven't always felt like you could talk about, because you are connecting to others on the same wavelength as you. It feels like there's a compatibility showing up for you this week. And for those of you that have struggled with certain people in your life, I feel like you are taking a little bit of space to take time away or take time out and to really drop into your intuition, really drop into your awareness here and asking yourself, what do I need to do that is best for me? Do I need to honor myself and the other person by allowing a space, by not reacting when emotions can run high? Because that full moon energy, you know what they say about the full moon, right? Brings out the crazy. And I see here that emotions can feel quite intense, especially with Scorpio energy, especially with Aries. I mean, that can be water and fire. So at one moment it can feel highly intense, and then the next moment it can feel like you are drowning here in emotion. So Libran energy comes in and softens that and says, well, where can we find balance between the dualities here? And that's where perspective comes in this Wednesday, October 8th. Now, we do not always see eye to eye with every single person that we come into contact with, including our family, including our partners, our spouses, our children, our parents. There's always going to be some form of adversity, some form of maybe belief system that clashes, but we can respect through our differences. Just because there are differences, we can learn to grow. We can learn to understand, come from a space of higher awareness. And that's what's coming through this Wednesday. Try not to get lost in the ego game. Try not to get lost in taking things personally here, or feeling rejected or feeling persecuted or judged when differences arise. Now, if there is no one in your life right now that you feel is pushing your buttons, that's awesome. But if you are maybe contemplating a choice or a decision in your life, and you're unsure of which path, which road to take, I feel like this is a time to maybe get a second opinion or perhaps professional guidance. I am being shown here the High Priestess. So some of you could even be getting a professional, like a psychic reading, or you could be working with a teacher, a mentor. I mean, this could be a professional in any field, but because the High Priestess is showing up here, I feel like it could be someone who is highly intuitive, highly, empathic or sensitive. Could even be a caregiver, but for some of you, it could be like a real estate broker, or it could be a financial advisor, or even a lawyer, someone who can help you gain, a higher perspective here, or maybe see things from a different angle, because that's hard for us to do at times. So when we allow other energies to show up, it can kind of shift gears. It can allow us to see things from different angles. And I see that this Wednesday, there will be a bit more clarity coming through for you. I feel like you're open to discovery. You're open to exploration and taking a look at things from, maybe someone else's shoes. It's like you're stepping into their shoes. You can understand their side of things, but I also see that this is a great day to communicate with those that don't immediately put up defenses or put up a wall. Because sometimes what you'll find is if someone already has their wall up or their defenses up, no matter what you say or do, it feels like it's hard for that wall to come down and actually have a mature conversation. And you have to trust that if this energy is meant to shift here, you're going to know, because you're going to sense that this person has walls up, or you're going to sense that it's not the right time to connect. And that's where you may take some space for yourself and say, okay, what can I do to see things differently, even if they're not willing to? So this Wednesday, look out, because there could be opposing views. Now, Thursday, here comes the clarity. I love this because you actually get a little bit of it, a little taste of it this Wednesday, but Thursday is when things become really clear. It's like you know where you stand in a situation. Maybe this is the day of an interview, right? You could be coming in and you're like, wow, I'm not sure how it went. I feel like it went good, but I can't really read the other person's energy too much. I think they like me, but I'm not sure. And then boom, you get the call back, or you get the email, or you get the green light here this Thursday, and it feels like there's answers that come through. Maybe this is a conversation that you have with someone. It could be your family, your soul tribe. I'm also getting travel. Some of you may be traveling this week, or there could be an event that you attend. And if there has been any sort of miscommunication, it feels like something gets cleared up for you by Thursday. All right, maybe your credit card was charged twice, and this Thursday it gets cleared up and you see a refund back onto your account. Or if there was some sort of overlap, it just feels like something is cleared out for you on this date. New truths coming out. This is the day of solutions, the day of meditation, answers, and direction. So I feel like for those of you that have felt like you've been a bit foggy, or if things have been uncertain, I just see a path opening up in front of you where you're like, yes, that is the direction I want to go. These are the people that I want to work for. This is my target market. Yes, I want to move forward in this direction, because maybe there's been a Two of Wands energy here where there's been a decision point, or perhaps you've been preying on this energy here and there's been a bit of stagnation or even complacency. I feel like, boom, the path is open and you can see it clearly. So let's look at Friday, October 10th. Now, 1010 is a powerful portal of knowledge here for you. You have education. I also see that you're tapping into discovering some new skills, some new gifts of yours, some new talents. This is a very powerful energy of mentorship or coaching or teaching. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And it feels like this is a powerful portal for you to learn and perhaps fully step into your own personal power here, especially with that fiery energy, that full moon. right? You are being guided here to let your passions lead the way. Don't hesitate here on something. Step into your own path with clarity. And that's what's coming through here. A lot of you may feel inspired this Friday to sign a contract. There could be contractual agreements. There could be new soul contracts coming in. Some of you may be taking an exam, or there could even be like a writer's retreat. There may be something that has to do with journaling at the end of the week, or you're looking at your books. This could be accounting. I see training here, studying, maybe online courses or connecting with people online. Now, whenever the book card comes up, I always ask Spirit for a book number. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So for those of you that have a book nearby, whatever book this is, maybe it's a self-help book, maybe it's a tarot book, whatever is nearby or within your vision at this time, if you can grab that book and turn it to page 77. 77 is standing out here for you. And drop it in the comment section below. Let me know, is it a blank page? Is it a new chapter? Is it the end of a chapter? And what words, what paragraph really stands out to you? Let me know. Drop it in the comment section below. I will enter you into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of the month. But I see here, with education appearing, there's something really beautiful that is in the works for you. Now, this also pertains to medicine. So some of you could get a call regarding results this Friday. It could be results on like lab work or testing. I'm also getting like interview. So it feels like something that maybe has been in the works earlier in the week. It's like something comes through on Friday and you may be looking over documentation. This could also be your divine blueprint. For those of you that are still working with the moon energy this week, I feel like you could be looking over like the fine print here, or you could be reading up on something. Now, I'm also getting a global energy this day. So on Friday, 10/10, there could be something in the news or something that you read, something of new research, new development. This could even be in your career. Some of you work in research and development, but it feels like there's something in the news that shows up. Spirit, what do we have for that? I'm getting the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit here. Okay, that's where the great outdoors. I mean, don't believe everything you see, of course. Don't believe everything you hear, everything you read. This is about you taking what's coming through with a grain of salt, like trusting in your own intuitive awareness first before you fall into any sort of ambiguity or any sort of fear-based energies. Not that that's what this portal is all about. This portal is actually a really powerful ending and new beginning, but I feel like there could be something that shows up, in the news. Now, Saturday, October 11th, happy birthday. Some of you, I'm getting a birthday on 10/11, which is another really powerful day. Now, we have healing taking place here. So Saturday is a very empowering day when it comes to healing, when it comes to recovery. There may be some powerful closures taking place, especially with this full moon energy this week. There's a lot that you may be releasing, especially if it is your birthday or if you have Libran placements in your chart. This could be a great day to support your own mental health, your own physical health. Maybe you're going to the gym. You are going to a yoga class. You could be sitting outside and listening to the wind chimes. Some of you may be working with crystal singing bowls or healing bowls. You could be listening to frequencies. Maybe you're listening to the birds. I see that you are paying attention to what your body needs this day. You could be getting outside. I'm also seeing someone stirring up what looks to be homemade lemonade. I love homemade lemonade. Maybe some of you are stirring up like some sort of concoction. I mean, it looks like lemonade, but I mean, it can be anything, of course. You could be creating through your culinary skills this Saturday. Some of you could even be taking like a culinary class, or maybe you're doing some baking. Maybe you are doing some cooking. There could even be foods that, I mean, you leave, for example, like a crock pot food, or perhaps this is something in the roaster, or like you're leaving the cookies in the oven for a little while. It feels like you are creating something that you're able to leave for. It could be for 10 minutes, it could be 10 hours, but something is cooking, something smells good for some of you. Now, I'm also getting like a metaphysical fair, or perhaps like a wellness center. I mean, this could be something you are attending or leaning into this Saturday. You could even do some energy work or some Reiki. So this is coming through for you this Saturday. And if you are spending time with family members, especially your soul tribe coming through for you, there could be some major release, major healing and closure regarding some sort of fallout that you've had with this individual. So a lot of really empowering energy coming through for you this Saturday. And lastly, Sunday, October 12th. Rest and retreat, the seventh day, right? The Sabbath. This is a powerful day to, gain some downtime. Even if you have to work this day, it's important to take some time out. Check in with yourself, check in with your loved ones, spend time with the people that you love and that you care about. This is about you finding that peaceful place within your own self, within your home, within your environment. This is an energy here of downtime, allowing yourself that necessary downtime to kind of recoup. Now, some of you could even be getting a massage over the weekend, or you could be spending time with like your sisters, your brothers, your family. I'm getting like a sisterhood here. But you could also be connecting in ways that really help you feel like you're part of something. Some of you, this is going to be nonprofit work. Maybe you're working at a soup kitchen, or perhaps you're getting out and going biking, or you're taking your dogs for a walk. I feel like you are spending your time in any way that uplifts you or inspires you. And we have healing showing up all weekend long. So I'd be curious. Let me know what's going on for you guys the 11th and the 12th of October, because it feels like whatever you have planned this weekend is very cathartic. It is very healing. I also see some of you connecting to spiritual teachers, psychics, healers, or important people who are going to help you in some way when it comes to your own spiritual growth, your own spiritual journey. So that is what I have for you, beautiful souls. Now, know that even though we have conflict showing up here at the bottom of the deck, what the focus is on is solutions, right? Overcoming obstacles here. And if you find yourself really getting deep into some triggers, or if you feel like the adversity here is heavy, I feel because there's so much healing and mending and clarity coming through, it's like you rise above. You're able to see things from a higher perspective, and it gives you the advantage point where you're able to integrate something that you have learned. And that could be why you have education coming through this Friday, is because I feel like you have learned a lot on your journey. And I see that you could be inspired to teach others in some way through the examples that you are setting. Now, this could be in your personal life, soul tribe, and it can certainly be in your professional world as well. So thank you again for tuning in. Do let me know what's on page 77. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you have going on the weekend of the 11th and 12th. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.